Hi everyone! Yikes! I've just burnt my flipping forehead with the tongs. I was going to do more of a wavy look with my hair because I've got this new, it's actually not new, it's just new to me, Hershesons. It's a London hair salon and it's the Almost Everything cream. Bit like the Bumble and Bumble hair texturizer, you know, in the brown bottle. I can't remember off the top of my head what it's called. But this you can use as a conditioner, fights frizz. Hair tamer adds a little bit of gloss. I mean, I wouldn't use that as hair conditioner, quite frankly. You'd end up using it 3 times. But what I love about this is that it just adds a little bit more texture. The Living Proof one that I use just gives a nice sheen, but my hair's so dry, it sucks it all up. So I've been using this at the front. I'm back on my collagen tablets and I'm on HRT now. So I'm seeing if this is going to make a difference to my hair, because you may or may not have noticed, but I had a lot of hair loss on this side. And I think a lot of it was to do with bleach as well, but just the quality of my hair and my nails is poor. So I'm hoping and double dosing that I'm going to have talons to die for and lots of gorgeous hair. But let's see. Anyway, today's look is all about a peachy makeup. And I'm going to be using Glowish by Huda Beauty. Now this could just be a highlighter, or you can just use it nice and soft and fresh like I am. Really nice colours, goes on really well. Not sure what I'm going to do about my burn. I should have put something on it actually just to protect it before I put the makeup on, so I might just avoid it. But really lovely glossy glow to this product, and I'm just going to put it, look, complete with burn, makeup complete with burn mark. Well, as I say, always keeping it real, but you know those burns, they really sting, don't they? You don't get much sympathy. It's like having toothache, because people don't really see. Toothache and backache never get any sympathy, do they? Because you can't really see it, but it really does bring you down. Anyway, it's not bringing me down, but it's stinging. So yes, no curly hair for me today. Probably a good thing. Nice and dewy. Trying a little bit of a different light on my face today to try and pick up some of the highlights from the makeup that I show you, because I realised that actually, because the light is so soft, which is lovely, it sometimes is a bit too diffused. So all the lovely highlighters that I put on my face, you don't really get the true benefit. Whereas if I go into another light, they really are lovely and beamy, and it's quite nice for you to see the difference. So here we are, putting on my concealer goggles here. Another super light, brilliant concealer. Hydra-Concealer, get that right. Hyaluronic Hydra-Concealer from by Terry. So you would agree. And I would agree with you that that's quite a haphazard application, but I'm just sort of doing what I might do just normally. Chuck on a little bit of light, tidy up that irregular pigment around my eyes, and then I'm just going to go in with Double Wear, Estee Lauder. I haven't used Double Wear in a long time, and this product really was way before its time, I think. Such a great formula. Need to sort of reinvestigate a bit of Estee Lauder. What Estee Lauder products do you guys use? Have you got any favourites? Foundation's way too heavy for my skin. I like the tinted moisturiser actually, which I could have used for this film, but I was excited to see what this Huda Beauty one looks like. And yeah, I really like it. The futuristic one, I think it's called, Futurism. I'll let you know on that. It's like a tinted moisturiser. That's also really lovely, really luxurious, and got great skincare benefits to it. So yeah, that's a good one. I wonder what you guys use. Let me know. I need to reinvestigate the Lauder range. It's sort of gone a bit quiet for me. It's funny, isn't it, how you sort of become quite not obsessed, but you sort of get into certain brands for a while, and then you kind of don't use them or notice them for a while. Anyway, Double Wear Concealer, a lovely, I sort of always bang on about these sort of textures. It's an opaque concealer that will cover up pigmentation and redness and uneven skin tones, just if you witnessed me doing. but it's really lightweight and it's sort of malleable, so it moves with your makeup rather than on top. And if you like applying makeup with fingers like I do, then that works really well. Now Tata Harper has got some new blushes out, really lovely. I'm going to cover my face up and do that so it can focus for you guys. Packed with beautiful skincare benefits as well. The shades before, the 6 shades that she released before, were sort of quite sort of matte and sort of very sort of pinky-ish. But these are a beautiful array of colours, and there's 4 mattes and there's 2 sheeny ones. This one's called Lucky, and it's a peachy colour and it's slightly glossy. So I thought we'd try this one. Oh yes, that's rather lovely. That's actually got more pigment than I thought it would deliver actually. So the pigments have definitely improved in this range. And I love the sort of 3D effect, which I think, oh yes, you're getting a nice kickback off this light. Good. So I hope you can enjoy the textures of the makeup with me more now that I've added this little front light to my face. Yes, that's really nice. And nice and warm for this time of year. So that's Lucky. It's got lots of vitamin C in. And as you would imagine, being a Tata Harper brand, great skincare. Okay, so let's chuck on a quick brow. I've been using Brow Cheat by Charlotte Tilbury. I think I may have mentioned this before. It's now beginning to pick up work-wise, which is brilliant. And whereas before I was able to have a little bit more time at home to be organised and make sure I remembered everything that I was doing and showing you, because I do try and make these films as organic as possible. Sometimes I have to plan them if I'm going away or taking a break, so I can be with the kids and stuff. But otherwise I try and make these films organic, so they're sort of conversations that I would be having with friends, maybe conversations that I'm having with journalists and what's sort of hot and what we're doing on shoots and sort of new techniques and that kind of stuff. So it always stays relevant and of the moment. And the reason I'm saying is that I forgot whether I've used this before. The colour I'm using is taupe, I think I have. And I particularly like this, and I'm sure I would have said this before, is that it really lasts. Some kohl pencils don't tend to last, and you can see that I've got slightly irregular brows. Baldy brows. She's got baldy brows. Especially at the ends, my tails tend to feather off very slightly, to put it nicely. But this lasts really well. Nice and small, great brush, really good colour, especially on a blonde, not too red. Doesn't read red on camera. So I really enjoy using that. So top tip. I'm actually going to use 2 Tilbury products actually today. Now I'm going to go back in with the Double Wear Concealer. I'm just going to do a little bit more over my lids and then blend it through. The reason is I'm just going to do a little bit more eyeshadow, or just at least a bit more of socket work on my eyes with a powder. So I'm just going to make sure I've got a nice even base. Just move that in. It's just lovely, isn't it? Because you can have your little palette on your hand and you can do a little bit lighter here, a little bit lighter here. I'm just going to leave that burn mark there. It can have its own little platform. And before I go in with my powder, I'll use my By Terry Hyaluronic just over the top. 1, because it really helps the shadow to blend. 2, it feels nice. And 3, it's just a goddamn easy product to have in your kit. So I was going to do browns for this peachy lip look, peachy makeup look, but I'm actually chosen another Charlotte Tilbury palette that I like called Pillow Talk. Sold out really quickly. I'm sure they have it in stock now. This and the Sophisticate palette are just real classic palettes to have, and especially because they're just great in the makeup bag. They're light, but they just do, the shades are really flattering. I'm going to mix it with a bit of a highlighter too. So I'm going to go in with the two mattes, not going to use a sparkly one. So I'm going to go in to my socket first. So I'm going to use a brush that I can really wedge the colour into my socket. Okay, so I'm just going to put the colour on the tip of the brush, not on the flat side of the brush. And I'm going to put my chin back, look into the mirror and really enhance that socket. That socket, really enhance my socket by adding a little bit of depth. Really easy kind of windscreen wiper motion action. And then I'll go in with a smaller brush with a deeper shade. But I'm just really going to kind of create that arc on the top of my eye, which is going to be really flattering with the burn, isn't it? Oh, I should have done the brown after all. Oh well. We're going with the pinky vibes, pinky peachy vibes. I don't know why I'm speaking in this stupid accent. Do you know why? It's because I've been sat here all morning since 7:30. I had to do my accounts, which I hate, and lots of little different jobs, and I haven't spoken for a while. So you know when you haven't spoken for a while, you tend to be a bit of an idiot. Maybe you don't. I do. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm talking, and I'm happy to be talking to you lot. Here we go in with the darker shade now. What does it call the darker shade? Enhance. No, that can't be the right shade, can it? Anyway, irrelevant. The darker side again with the tip, and so it's slightly thinner than the original brush that I used. So it just sits in with that colour. And then you can go back. You need to look straight in the mirror and you need to make sure, can't see in my screen, that the colour just blends up and over that, so that when you're looking directly at someone you see that wash of colour there, and that will make your eye look bigger and knock back that lighter colour under your brow. So again, it's really simple makeup, just arching. Harder if you've got hooded eyes. It still works, but when you've got hooded eyes, obviously when you look straight forward you lose all of that, so it's kind of just like a waste of time. Hooded eyes I think is just nice with a wash of colour that's, you know, sort of 2 or 3 shades darker, and then really work underneath. Maybe I should do a film just on that, like a step by step. My eyes aren't there yet, but they're getting there. But if you would allow me to do it on my eyes, then I will. Good. Yes, okay. And with a darker shade going in, I'm going to knock back this side of my eye. And what I mean by that is the darker shade, if you can then see in comparison, just gives it a little bit more shape. Because I don't have, if my brow was like really lifted up there, I could sort of carry that with a bit of line, it would look nice. But this side of my eye is a little bit squashed these days. Pillow squashed. So I'm just going to press it in there. That's a bit more flattering for me. And just nice with the darker shade. So really soft. They connect well together. And you can't fault these eyeshadows. Just take that and then do one with a little bit of a lighter colour. And just blend that through. And the firmness of this brush as well just helps to feather that out. So you just get a nice change of hue just underneath your brow. Now, what I've been using is the, I'm not sure whether any of you guys got the Patti DeBroff kit. I'm sure I did it. Did I do it on Instagram? Maybe I did it on Instagram. Patti DeBroff is an American makeup artist. Beauty Pie did a great sort of collaboration with her where she got her own sort of Patti group of products that suited her really well for a very kind of natural look. Lovely products. And one of those is a Pro Glow highlighting stick. The last time I looked, it wasn't in stock. That's not to say with Beauty Pie it won't come in. I just love the packaging, but I've got an alternative for you anyway. So what I've been doing is just chucking that on if I've just been feeling a bit sort of heavy-eyed. And then I just go in with the cream on the lid and just blend that in. And what I like about this is it's got a nib that's small enough for me to paint my lid, and then just go right in over the eye, tear duct there. And again, that sort of really helps to open and shape my eye, but it's got a lovely cooling feel to it, and just gives a lovely kind of soft iridescence to the eye. So there's also Bubbly Babe, which is from Nude Sticks, which is very, very similar. I won't do the same one, but it's just having another. I wanted to show you another alternative, the Nudies Glow, which will give you the same effect as is this one, but obviously if that's not in stock, that's quite annoying. And if you want to recreate a similar look, you can apply that with a brush, of course, to get it on the lid. But come on, Beauty Pie, get these back in stock. It's kind of fun though, isn't it? Waiting for the products to... Well, actually it's not fun, isn't it? 'Cause if you want something, you want it now. Well, if you're as impatient as my friend Zoe, who literally, if I say to her, oh, do you know what? I've got one of those. Just, when I next see you, I'll give it to you. Bought it. Oh, okay. I'll see you next week. No, I had to have it now. I'm not that impatient, but we're all different, I guess. Just taking that over the front of my eye. And if you're feeling really tired and really dark around your eyes, that's a lovely tip, actually, just to put that gold just over, like the champagne-y gold. The darker your skin, you can go a little bit warmer. Paler your skin, just go a little bit cooler. But just having that light just sitting over your tear duct shapes your eyes and just brightens that classically dark area. Yep, but that looks really pretty and soft. I'm just going to blend that in now with my fingers and pop on some mascara. It's nice just to get that sort of soft hue. I'd be interested to see when I edit this, actually, or when my friend Zoe helps me edit it, whether this light looks better or not, whether the daylight works better. It'd be interesting to see what you guys think. Right, bit of a classic for Benefit. They're real. I like this because it's super diddy, so I'm trying to save all my diddy things for when I go away, except that we're not now. We did have a week in Greece that we booked knowing that we could get the money back, and they've just cancelled our flights. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise, right? I don't know what it's going to be like in all the airports and the testing and the money. Oh God, luckily enough we found a little place in the UK to go with the family, so that'll be really nice. Have to wait till next year, right? Even though we're double vaxxed, we're still stuck. Anyway, let's not get political. This is about makeup and a little bit of beauty escapism. Now, I think for this look, I might, let me do my lip first, and then I might go back to see whether I'm going to do lashes top and bottom, but I'm feeling like this is warm and soft, this makeup. I don't think I want too much lash. But let's have a look, because this lip I really love. You know that I love corals and watermelons at this time of year, and they're really flattering as I chuck on a little bit of fake tan enhancer, or a little bit of tan. I'm taking these amazing tablets at the moment, which are very similar to Imodine. Do you remember Imodine? I used to love taking Imodine. I get really brown on holiday. They're like that, but it's a different science, and it will hopefully really protect my skin in the sun. If you're interested in that, I will let you know, or you'll see it on Instagram. Right, so the colour is a Matte Factor one, and it's from their matte collection, and it's called Sun Kissed. Now, I'd forgotten about this one, and I saw it on my friend. We went for a walk the other day. I was like, oh, I love that. She's got the biggest, most beautiful lips. And she was like, it's Sun Kissed. I was like, oh, yeah. And it's kind of got this sort of like, more of a sort of 60s Bardot-y vibe to it. I'll show you. I'm really building it up. Again, it's a good texture on me because it stays put on my lip shape. Doesn't slip around too much. Oh, I love this. It's definitely got an edge to it, this lip, because it's sort of slightly more pastel-y and paler. It's not so much classic. I'm going to put a liner with it and just use the lip cheek. God, I've got 3 Tilbury products. That literally, no rhyme or reason. That's just what I gathered today when I was thinking of what to do for you guys. Okay, so let's just do a little bit of adding a little bit of a hip into this lip. Doesn't need it too much actually. But what these pale colours do is they do make you sort of look much browner, don't they? Or really wash you out, one way or the other. Great, nice. I'm just going to see what this does look like on the cheeks. I know I've put the Tata on, but oh, it's really bothering me this. I need to sort of put a hat on or something just over that because it's throwing me off the colours. Yes, maybe. So you can't go wrong with a lipstick on a cheek. You really can't. Yeah, quite like that. I am going to go in with a little bit of a darker shadow on my eyes, and I am probably going to go in with another coat of mascara because I feel it can take it. Lots of gardening work going on. Everyone making little homes for the bees. There we go. That's better, isn't it? Just take that in forward a bit more. Really smoke it out. Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Gonna be a bit more brave with that colour and bring it round. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? She says, saying that you're all going to go, yeah. Some of you may not. I think that's better, but it definitely needs a lower lash for a bit more structure. So, where is the mascara? Benefit, where are we? Do you do that? Do you collect all your minis? Maybe you get in free gifts and just put them in a little bag, and then when you go away, even if it's for a night or to a friend's, you just take minis with you. I wish I was that person. I'm so, well, I guess I am disorganised. I like to call it organised chaos. And to be fair, it is organised chaos because I do know where everything is, but it's not very organised. I really wish like my husband was like OCD or something so that he would keep the house, you know, in some sort of, it was kind of sort of calling it like ship shape, you know, just keep it in order. But he's worse than I am. And I noticed that when I first went to meet his parents, there was stuff everywhere, paperwork everywhere. And I was like, oh no. But in other ways we work. Just take a little bit more of a lift in the centre. Great. And there we go. A little peachy makeup for those lovely summer days that we're going to be having tons of, I really, really hope. Well, aside from, my burn, should I just put my hair, actually, you know, I'll have to flip my hair around the other side and take a picture of it so that anyone new to the channel maybe looks at the little picture in the front, doesn't go, oh dear, she's got a big splodge on her forehead, and they'll understand when they know the film. Anyway, I'm really rabbiting on. Thanks for being great company as I've sat here all day by myself. See you next week.